Are you a manga or comic book creator passionate about crafting captivating, impactful stories that not only entertain but also inspire and uplift readers while fulfilling your creative purpose? Are you struggling to find the time to do it? If you don't want publishing your own manga or comic to stay a dream, but a reality, in less than 6 minutes, I'll share how I figured out how to quickly write a solid outline to turn into a story's first draft, and how to prep a killer first page for a comic or manga. By the end of this video, you will have your story's outline and first page planned out if you follow these 3 steps. I start with the schedule. The focus is going to be an outline for a story and an engaging first page to test with an audience. I think about the due date, the sooner the better, then use a prompt to make my schedule. If you'd like to use the prompt, you can find it in the pinned comment. Next is the theme. I start off with what I want the story to be about based on the audience. For this demo, focus on a single person, rather than a demographic. Once you have the person in mind, what is the message you want to say to them to overcome a problem, or what do they need to know that will make life easier for them and bring them closer to the truth? The message or lesson could be something you learned through experience, God's revelation through scripture, or what you learned from someone else's experience. An example reader avatar I made up.
Mike is a 12-year-old boy who likes sci-fi and wants to fit in with his classmates.
The message I'd like to share to him is, be an influence, not influenced. With whatever story I come up with, it will have principles that Mike can learn and apply in his own life as he experiences what the main character goes through in the story. Having trouble coming up with someone? I created a reader avatar prompt for ChatGPT and or Claude.ai. Prompt is in the pinned comment below if you want to use it. Now to brainstorm the details of the story. Transformation. What kind of change is the protagonist going to go through? Will he learn the lesson? Uphold the lesson? Reject the lesson? Just select one of the 3 options. Story genre plus setting idea. I decide what kind of story I want to tell. As an example for this demo, a sci-fi action story where aliens are invading Earth. What the protagonist wants. I brainstorm the things the protagonist would want to have or achieve based on the story genre and setting. Continuing the example, the protagonist must figure out how to activate and pilot a mysterious vehicle in order to fight off the alien invasion. The why. For the story, what is going to be the belief behind why the protagonist wants what he wants? This is based on who the avatar is. Example, if Mike the avatar is struggling with fitting in, then the protagonist wants what they want because they believe it will solve this problem. The antagonist. I decide who or what is going to embody the anti-theme. The term anti-theme is something I first heard of from YouTuber Yumesuke's library, which I found to be a perfect way to understand what the antagonist is all about. For example, if the theme of the story is be an influence, not influenced, the anti-theme could be whoever you need to be to fit in. The inciting incident. I decide what's going to happen to the protagonist that will force them to uphold or change their belief because of the opportunity this event presents. This event will exceed their expectations about their life's direction or shatter it. Example. Shatters expectations, protagonist is discovered to be an alien that was in hiding. Exceeds expectations, protagonist is instantly popular for figuring out how to use the device to activate the vehicle before others could. The Thanos formula. To flesh out the protagonist and antagonist, I use this formula. Time period plus age plus ethnicity plus nationality plus adjective plus station in life. I go into more detail about the Thanos formula in a previous video. Link for that video is in the description. Here's an example, using it for the characters of this story.
A modern-day 15-year-old male Blorkan comedian who is a self-conscious high schooler. A modern-day 27-year-old male Blorkan comedian who is a pompous sleeper agent.
The log line. I use a slightly tweaked logline formula I got from YouTuber Tyler Mowry. I make the outline so that I can keep myself focused on what the story is supposed to be about. The formula goes like this. Inciting incident plus protagonist plus goal plus antagonist plus stakes. Example.
When it's discovered he is an alien in hiding, this self-conscious high schooler must learn to pilot a mysterious alien military vehicle to prevent an alien invasion launched by a pompous sleeper agent before Earth is completely conquered.
Now on to the story's outline. To do this fast, I use my quick outline prompt if I don't already have an idea for a story. I let ChatGPT come up with at least 3 versions, then I'll read over and edit so that the outline is to my liking. The prompt is based on a story outline I came up with after studying how Jesus tells stories. I made a video about it going in detail. Link for that video is in the description. If you'd like to use the prompt, it's in the pinned comment. Now that the foundations for the story is set, onto the first page of the comic or manga. Decide on how you want to hook your avatar with one of 6 ways. 1. The main character is uniquely doing something. 2. An event that has an impact in the main character's life. 3. The protagonist's humble beginnings. 4. A personal journal/diary entry. 5. A prologue to show how the story world got to the state that it currently is in. 6. Set the stage with a specific moment in time in the story world's history. The goal of the first page is to get the reader curious about what's going to happen next, with questions like, who is this? Who did this? What is he doing? Where is he going? Where did he come from, / what is he? How is he doing that, / how is he able to do that? How did this happen? Why is he doing this or why is he like this? It's time to storyboard the first page. At this stage, there's no need for fancy drawings. Just what you need to get down in order to tell the story. I talk about this in more detail in a previous video. Link is in the description. As I'm thumbnailing ideas, I'm thinking about what's going to emotionally resonate with the reader. Keeping in my avatar Mike's desire and his interests in mind, I'll try 3 openers. 1. The main character is embarrassed because of something he can't do anything about, threatening to alienate him from his peers. 2. A prologue explaining how and why the mysterious vehicle ended up on Earth, but there's a problem. 3. The antagonist being activated to begin their mission. I have a background in animation, so how I plan out the page is first as a storyboard. After that, I'll decide which shots I'll use and arrange them to fit on the page. Customize your page by putting in the dimensions for your page template. If you're not sure about what page size to use or how to make a template, watch this video. Link is in the description. The page size template that I'm using is for 6 feet by 9 feet. A tip I learned from these 2 channels that may help you in thumbnailing your page if doing it how I do it doesn't work, is to think of that key moment and then work your way to that panel. Links for those videos will be in the description. For good panel flow, I recommend using the Z pattern. But all you need to do is make sure that the reader can easily read from one panel to the next. Clarity is key. Once you've arranged the panels to your liking, all there's left to do is refine the drawings a little. Get them to a place where someone could easily understand what's happening. I'd recommend using sites like Sketchfab and Mixamo for references of locations and quick character posing just to get your idea across. Finally, share the rough first pages with people to get feedback. If you can find people who share similarities to your avatar, even better. What you're asking them is this: which page gets you to want to keep reading, so that you want to find out what happens next? I'll share my rough pages in a future community post. Want to know what to do next? Click on this video if you'd like to learn how to begin writing your first draft for your comic or manga. Thank you so much for watching and God bless.